Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of SFBN Classics. I'm Ari Bluestein, the CEO and executive producer of the Sports Fan Base Network. And we went to football last week, and we're now back to a little bit of basketball here on this edition. And we go to the 2014 Philadelphia Public League Championship game played at the Liacouras Center at Temple between Martin Luther King and Constitution. What a great game. Constitution had Division I players like Kamar Williams and Ahmad J.R. Gilbert. And then over on Martin Luther King's side, they were led by Sammy Foreman, who had played with Vaux in the Pub Championship the year before, where he had lost with Rashid Jordan. Now, this was a great game. It went down to the wire, and King ends up winning this one in thrilling fashion for their first ever Public League Basketball Championship. Now, Constitution really played a great game, and they ended up going on to win the 2A state title, but of course they fell short in this one. But Constitution was recently named one of the top 10 basketball programs in the decade of the 2010s, so certainly they were around and a regular in the Public League playoffs and the state playoffs as well. But this year was Sean Colson and Martin Luther King's year, so this was a good one, and I hope you enjoy the game.
Championship game. Two teams. We have Constitution High School to the left wearing the white, and Martin Luther King.
Both teams are very well balanced and very similar. Interestingly, Jack, King got blown out by Constitution in early January, then returned the favor in the third week of January, winning by 24 after losing by 22 earlier. So both these teams have blown out each other.
So we don't know what to expect today.
Yeah, it really makes you wonder. But both these teams split with MCS. Actually, Constitution beat MCS, Math Civics and Science, twice. I think they both beat Imhotep this year, who has won for the last five, not only city championships but state championships. They'll still be alive in the AAA playoffs, but they're not here today for the first time in several years.
They got beat by Philadelphia Electrical Technical.
Yep, PET beat them, and
53
PET
to
ends
48.
up losing to Constitution. You're right, 53-48. It's Kamar Williams for Constitution as they have it, and MLK will start out in the man-to-man defense here. Constitution running their high offensive set. Kamar Williams looking for the pick and roll there. Is it going to find him? Now they go down low looking for four Liggins. He's one of three players with great size, but I believe he traveled right here.
Yes,
he did. The good help defense that time for King. Number 21, Jameer Taylor, a 6'8 senior forward. He missed some time this year with injury, and Sean Colson happy to have him back at 100%.
Yes, and also coming back today is Anthony Satchel, number 15 for Constitution. He was injured for a couple games there. Key player, keep coming off the bench.
Both teams at full strength. Both teams playing man-to-man to start here. Sammy Foreman on a drive. Looked like someone tugged on his shoulder. Nothing called, but he gets the shot up and good, and he is one dangerous player, Sammy Foreman.
Played for Vaux last year, of course, with Rashid Jordan, who's now up at St. John's, and he was a little overshadowed by Jordan, but he had a great game the other day.
He's had a great year. Inside, a nice pick and roll. No follow-up, Kamar Williams. No, ball's knocked out of bounds. Good hustle play, but King's out of bounds. The ball's going to go, I believe, to Constitution. Sammy Foreman played his 9th grade year at Haverford School.
Is that where he was?
Yes, 3 schools, 3 years, and he's really found a home here at MLK under Coach Sean Colson, who, like him, kind of a scoring point guard. Very similar, and Sammy Foreman thinks if his head coach can make it to the NBA and came out of the city, he feels that maybe he could do the same thing. This is Gilbert. Nice move over Bennett. Cross-court pass. The shot for Prieto. No good. And another offensive rebound for Constitution.
Prieto had a great game the other day down at Southern. Very confident.
Yeah, he does a lot of the little things for Coach Moore. Rob Moore loves using him different positions. They're trying to pick and roll the high screen. Instead, they're going to go Gilbert. A long shot, no good. And King's defense is forcing long shots for Constitution. That's a good sign for King. Pushing it up for Martin Luther King is the sophomore, Jabri McCall. There's a missed shot inside by Bennett, and here comes Constitution. Prieto on the move. Both teams playing on the big floor here. He's going to pull up, spot up, no good. Offensive rebound, Constitution. Good head fake, but missing the shot there is Hakeem King, and another rebound for Jameer Taylor. So here come the Cougars bringing the ball up. Constitution again staying in the man-to-man. Mod Gilbert is guarding number 31, Chase Rogers, who got the start for Martin Luther King today. It's another guy averaging about 9 points a game. Good entry pass inside. There's going to be a foul. And Taylor is going to take the high screen pass on the high-low play. He's going to go to the line for 2.
Hakeem King picks up the foul, first foul against Constitution.
King, a junior, 6'1". Constitution won this championship game back in 2012 over Boys Latin, and they're starting that Boys Latin team. Maurice Watson having a heck of a year for Boston University this year as a sophomore guard.
He's a heck of a player.
He's turning himself into an NBA prospect, from what I'm hearing.
He is an amazing player.
A couple missed foul shots right here for MLK, and it's going to be the Generals bringing the ball up.
He was coached by his father at Boys Latin, by the way.
That's true.
Yep.
Mar Williams goes to the right side. Both these teams very disciplined. They can play a very fast pace. They can play a half-court game. There's a lot of talent on both sides. They can play the spread offense. They can play the stall game. Sean Colson has seen it all. He played for Rudy Tomjanovich in the NBA.
And he's
studied
assisted
under John Lucas.
Assisted by Jason Lawson down there, another NBA-type player, played overseas.
Yeah, Jason Lawson played a couple years with the Orlando Magic, of course, from Villanova, Alney High School. Missed who that foul was on.
I didn't get it either. I didn't see who it was.
Here's Prieto with it on the top. Sammy Foreman guarding him here. Both teams running really nice sets, but not really getting good looks at the basket. A missed 3 there for Constitution, who still hasn't scored yet. Here's Bennett on the drive, looks for the backboard, no good. And the defense is doing a nice job, and both teams boxing out nicely. Here's Gilbert, he's going to think for another 3, and this one's short. Third rebound right there for MLK, number 21, Jameer Taylor. Here's Sammy Foreman. He's looking to shoot top of the key.
I think he was fouled.
No good. Ball's tipped away here, out of bounds, and it's going to stay Constitution ball. So we played almost 4 minutes, and it's only 2-0 MLK. There you see Rob Moore, the head coach of the Constitution Generals.
I don't think it's nerves, Jeremy. I think they're just missing shots.
Well, we're not seeing inside layups. We're not seeing great opportunities. Both these teams are accustomed to really getting great looks off screens, but today it's contested shots and they're long shots, and you got to get used to the basket here, the backdrop. Can't just walk in here and expect it to be like your home gym at MLK, and in Constitution's case, Ben Franklin High School.
And unless I'm mistaken, the three-point line is about a foot further out in this gym. High school is 19-9.
Here's another missed shot. Fast break the other way. Nice pass.
Great
and it's going to be Taylor finishing up. That was Sammy Foreman with a nice shot. Or was it Rogers? Excuse me. Rogers with the basket. They have a 31 and 21, and Rogers inside. Kings up 4-0, pitching the shutout right now. Raheem Liggins goes to Ahmad Gilbert. He finds a good pass down the baseline. Prieto's blocked. Gets it back. Oh, puts up a tough shot. He might have got fouled too. Nothing called.
This Prieto is really, really confident and tough, as I mentioned previously.
4-2 now, King. 3:23 to go. This is Taylor with it.
Foul.
Oh, might have got away with a push, but he gets his way in and he scores. Dribble drive offense right now for Constitution. Prieto again, a 3, no. Foreman diving on the loose ball. We're going to have a jump ball. Alternating possession rule. I think it's going to give the ball over to Martin Luther King.
That's correct.
Martin Luther King basketball.
So Foreman, who last year played in this game under the uniform of Vaux High School, where they lost by 1 point to Imhotep.
It was a great game.
It was a fantastic game. And now he's in the backcourt with Martin Luther King's number 22, Jabri McCall, another double-digit scorer. And he's going to be, well, these guys are both back next year, so King's going to have that great backcourt. That's Bennett.
Not even close.
Off the top of the backboard. Not a good shot. Good fast break pass to Gilbert, and Constitution is on the board. So it's now 6-4. Correction, they were already on the board. What am I saying? 6-4, 2:18 to go here in quarter number 1. McCall, top of the key jumper, no. And Rogers knocks it out of bounds. But they're going to say it was off of Constitution. It's going to be King's ball. So Bennett's going to inbound. Gilbert's going to be right on him. Both teams starting the man-to-man. Both teams well pressed. Both teams can play zone. But I think both teams feel mano and mano is the way to go here in the championship game, at least to start. That's the way Colson and Moore are going at it. Dennis Caldwell, Jason Lawson, Michael Cassidy, Jose Alvarino, the assistant coaches for MLK. Here's McCall to Foreman. Again, both these teams split during the year. They play in the A division, the newly refined and revised A division where most of the powerhouses of the public league. Here's a strip for Constitution. Akeem King, and he's going to take it all the way, and he's going to score and get the foul. Beautiful play. Akeem King, wow. Impressive. I'll tell you, Akeem King played pretty well early in the season, and a big upset win over Milford Mill from Maryland. And now that you look at the records, you don't even think it's an upset. Milford Mill's 23-3 in Maryland this year, and Constitution has had some impressive non-league wins this year too. They won a couple games in a tournament in Las Vegas back in December.
And that was a great move by Akeem King, and he finishes with the foul shot for the conventional 3.
Now, normally you're taught if you're going to foul someone going up for a shot, you better make sure they're not going to make the shot. I don't think there was anything more that Bennett could do. It was just a great shot. Here's a block shot by Ahmad Gilbert. Got a piece of that one from Jameer Taylor, number 21. Constitution's up by 1, 7-6. 1:16 to go quarter number 1. No shot clock in high school. We're running a double screen off top. Motion offense. Open look, not taking it. Akeem King. Couple dribbles, and now we're going to have a jump shot at the top. No good. Oh, boy, another good hustle play by Prito.
Yep. He'll do that a lot.
Oh, Gilbert, nice shake and bake. Inside. Oh, super block there by Taylor.
Jameer Taylor.
Boy, there's a lot of talent on this court.
Yeah, really. A little different than the girls' game that we just saw.
Congratulations to Imhotep Charter
Yep.
for pulling off the girls' championship. Narrow win over Northeast
High.
High.
Yeah.
Real nice game. Haven't seen Northeast High in the championship game in a couple
Northeast
decades, right?
Northeast has not won a basketball championship in 85 years.
Boys and girls, or
That's right. 1929 was the last one.
wow. With the basketball up top, Kamir Williams. Oh, sweet drive. That might have been a goaltend. They're going to count it.
Interesting call.
No, I agree
Interesting
with
call
it.
there by Pat Shanahan. He's
Yeah.
our head referee. And, of course, that was Kamar Williams, credited with the 2. Savvy point guard Kamar Williams, a junior.
Now he's taking Williams, King, and Gilbert all out of the game. Rob Moore.
Going to give him a minute rest.
Well, King's actually back in, and coming in Chad Andrews. Liggins is still in the game. And they've gone zone here for a minute. They hit a shot here at the corner. That was Bennett.
There's Greg Bennett, the lefty, with the 3.
You know, you take a risk, you put in the sub, switch to the zone with a couple seconds left, and a big shot there. We're going to take a break. We'll be back. We're tied up after 1 quarter.
So just to set the scene for you, there's the Public League Championship, the Catholic League Championship, and then the classification championships, where the winner of the A division, the A classification in pub, plays the A winner in the Catholic League. The 2A plays the 2A, 3A plays the 3A. Back in 2014, there were only 4 classifications. There are now 6 in 2020. Here we are 6 years later. It's kind of like a Back to the Future thing here, but hope you're enjoying the game. That's to kind of set it up a little bit so you understand. There's a Public League Championship which you are watching right now. Both of these teams, MLK is a 4A team and Constitution is a 2A team, will then have to play their corresponding opponent in the Catholic League. As it turned out in that year, 2014, Constitution went on to win the state championship. They also won the city championship. You'll know soon whether they win the public league championship. MLK, however, went to the quarterfinal of the state and lost to Abington, a local school, 59-53. So as it turns out, Constitution had the better run that year. We'll talk about some of the players at halftime and what's happening in the game. We'll see you then.
Okay, welcome back. We're tied up 9-9. After one quarter, we were expecting a really, really close ball game today, even though both teams have blown each other out early January. It was Constitution getting the best of King. In the third week of January, it was King getting the best of Constitution. Neither game was close. But today, we anticipate a real nail-biter, and that's what we got right now. King has switched to the 1-2-2 zone right now. Gilbert finds a seam. No good. Bennett rebound. Almost had it wrestled away.
Yes, and when he went to the ground, might have traveled.
Sammy Foreman in the game.
Sammy Foreman with a great move.
And gave it to Foreman, who made the beautiful move you just saw there. And King's got the 2-point lead. Sammy Foreman with 4 points. He's really asserted himself under Coach Colson.
Yes, he has.
Sean's already got the jacket off. He's already intense. He wants his championship bad, as does Rob Moore.
I knew that jacket wasn't going to last.
Now against the zone, Darren Constitution to beat him from outside, but here's a nice offensive rebound and knocked out of bounds off Constitution. Good effort by 6'6" junior Chad Andrews, but unable to convert, and King makes the smart play, throws it off him out of bounds, and
that's right.
It was Brandon McNair with the heads-up play.
Two nice plays by Brandon McNair, a block shot, and then threw the ball off his opponent to retain the ball.
Now Constitution also going a little zone here, perhaps. Just a change of pace. Both teams change of paces. Theirs is a more of a 2-3 type. Wow. Foreman for three. That's risky because Foreman can hit.
Foreman from about 23 feet away very calmly put the three-pointer in.
14-9. King back up by 5. Good entry pass, Ahmad Gilbert. Over to Kamar Williams. Bennett trying to get a hand in Prieto's face. No. Fight for the rebound. And it's King with it. Up ahead is Harmon. Nobody playing high post right now for King. 4 out, 1 in. Good drive, and it's going to count.
That's
basket. Count. Greg Bennett and a foul. King's on a nice little run right here, 16-9.
Looked like the foul might have been on Kamar Williams, not sure. Good bucket, and he goes to the line for one.
So Bennett's going to go to the line here. This is a 7-0 run to start the quarter. Counting the three-pointer, it was actually 9-6, so it's a 10-0 run.
That's right.
Missed the foul shot. Again, they're going to stay in the 1-2-2 zone. I'm curious to see if Rob Moore's going to go back to the man-to-man, which was working pretty effectively. King, perhaps a slight favorite, but I don't know anybody was favored by more than 1 or 2 points coming into this contest.
I think it's an even matchup.
Turnover, here comes King. Drop pass, but a nice block there by Chad Andrews, and the loose ball comes to Kamar Williams. 2-on-1. Oh, he's going to take it himself. Can't get it to go. 3 chances, and Gilbert gets it in. Gilbert is a super, super talented junior. If anyone's going to bring him back, he's the guy.
Kamar Williams with a strong penetration. He missed the shot, though.
Yeah, Kamar Williams has really stepped up, turned himself into a Division I prospect here in his junior year.
Great ball handler, Jeremy. Absolutely great ball handler.
Very smooth, doesn't make too many turnovers. Neither one of these teams makes a lot of turnovers.
No.
You know, the public league has a reputation for being a turnover league, but these two teams handle the ball fairly well. As I say that, we got a turnover.
The jinx is in, yeah. They retain the ball, though.
They retain the possession. So Kings up 16-11.
Referees today are Pat Shanahan. Pat will be the head referee. Also, umpire 1 position, Justin Stiegel. Umpire 2 is Barry Vaughn. And there's another turnover.
Turnover, Constitution coming the other way. Prieto throws it up wild, no. Greg Bennett does a nice job with the rebound.
I think Prieto could have made a basket there. Put up a little strong.
5-point lead right now for the Cougars. Now they're doubling out of the man. King wasn't ready to shoot the ball that time. That was number 25, Rasul Samir. who was a little shell-shocked. Kamar Williams looked like he traveled, but they're going to call a foul first.
It looked like he was about to travel, or he might have traveled, and he was able
to
convince the referee that he was fouled, which he was.
McNair with the foul for King, his first. 2 fouls against King, 2 fouls on Constitution. A very clean game here early, not too many whistles. Referee's really allowing him to play. Foul shots made there for Kamar Williams. He's got 3 points in the contest, double-digit scorer, a junior, really stepping into his own this year. 16-12.
He had 8 in the semifinal. Did miss 2 foul shots at the end, but could have been crucial.
King didn't shoot foul shots well in the public league playoffs last year. Colson reminded his team about that. I think we got another turnover here in the backcourt.
Yeah, that foul will go against number 3, Tyheem Harmon.
Yeah, that was on Harmon.
Yeah.
After the turnover.
That's right.
And then he went and fouled. 16-13. Kings lead to 3. Constitution can pull within 1 or tie it right here. They were down by as many as 7. There's Kamar Williams. Bank shot, no. Fast break opportunity the other way for King. Here's Foreman against Gilbert. Blocked from behind. Good hustle here. And Bennett's going to come up with it. Here's Bennett. He got fouled. Got raked across the arm going to the lane. Looks like it's 12 or 13.
13, I think. Yep.
Lincoln Kapokuyu, correct?
Kapokuyu, yeah.
Kapokuyu.
Yeah.
Hoping he wasn't going to get in the game because he's a tough one, but I know he plays and he's a real solid contributor for Rob Moore. We're going to take a break. We got a timeout on the court. King 16, Constitution 13. We'll be back on the Sports Fan Base Network.
Hi, I'm Tommy Green, former pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. When I was in high school, it was very important to me to show scouts what I could do. My friends at Payroll Service Solutions are huge supporters of high school sports and the Sports Fan Base Network. If you're a small to medium-sized business in need of a payroll company, contact Payroll Service Solutions. Not only will they take care of you, they will continue to support the community. For more information, contact Payroll Service Solutions at 215-624-0922.
Jeremy Treatment back here live with Jack Cap, Sports Fan Base Network. Boy, we have a good championship game. The Sports Fan Base Network is provided by Payroll Service Solutions. We'll tell you about a lot of our sponsors throughout the broadcast, but live action right now, 3-point lead for King. Sammy Foreman, top of the key. And again, Constitution looks like they've gone back to the man-to-man defense.
Yep.
Rob Moore had to be happy with the way his team jumped out defensively in the first quarter, holding King to 6 points until the last second, playing the man-to-man, so he's back in the man. King with the basketball right now, running a high screen, tried to get a screen roll. This is McCall, swings it out to Foreman, good penetration there. Foreman is being guarded by Constitution's number 13, Lincoln Kapokiu, who's a real good defender, 5'9". There's the steal. Constitution, nice dribbling right there for Hanifa. Vaughn, a 6'1" junior, is checked in. Like we said, Rob Moore and Sean Colson will go deep on their bench. Here's the long jumper, up and good for Lincoln Kapakoyu. And it's a 5'9" junior knocking down a 3 in the corner. He's come into the school this year and he's had a nice contribution, and it's a tie game.
Yeah, tie game from the three-pointer by Lincoln Kipakonyu. Or something
Call him
like
Lincoln
that.
K. Lincoln K.
Lincoln
from now on.
K. There's a foul.
We got a foul inside. Good penetration for McCall, who's really stepped up. Him and Foreman are going to be some backcourt next year.
Absolutely.
McCall a sophomore. Foreman's a junior. Harmon's also a junior. Rogers is a junior. Nair's a junior.
The future looks bright.
They do lose Taylor and Bennett, but this Martin Luther King team, it's one of these programs now that's hot in the city. People have seen what Sean Colson's done, 45-9.
And it's only his second year, right?
It's only his second year as the head coach. Originally, he did not want the job offered by William Wade, the principal.
Mm-hmm.
Some of his NBA friends and college friends recommended he take it and maybe could start his career. And now he seems like he doesn't even want to leave King. He fell in love with the job. He's fallen in love with the process and helping kids. And he's been a real good mentor, and so is Rob Morris, who has sent, I believe, 15 players to college basketball in just 4 or 5 years.
And Rob Moore came out of nowhere and just put a great program together.
Well, how about this? He's a Bodine graduate. The Bodine players, Constitution School opened. The kids were playing at Bodine. Principal of Constitution asked him, what if we started a team here at Constitution? You'd be interested in starting it up? And he got the job, and just a couple years later, he wins a state championship.
It's great, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, he did. Oh, look at that play. He did have Savon Goodman, of course.
They did have Savon Goodman.
He was a great player.
And
didn't hurt.
And Ahmad Gilbert will tell you that Savon Goodman, playing against him as a 9th grader in practice every day, really got him to realize how hard he needed to work and
That's right.
how good he had to get to become a big Division I prospect. And Gilbert, he definitely looks like he can play a 2, 3, or 4 role in college.
Mm-hmm. Now, Savon Goodman was a force. He went to UNLV. He's elsewhere now, but has some trouble.
Unfortunately, he's had some trouble.
A little bit of trouble.
A lot of the guys from our city have had trouble
lately.
The last couple of years.
That's right. It's unfortunate.
Here's an offensive rebound, Rogers.
Wow.
Wow, it's a tough shot. I'm sorry, that's Taylor. Taylor 21, Rogers 31. And that was 21.
Chase Rogers, he had 12 points in the semifinal in the first half and did not score in the second half, interestingly enough.
Well, his points do come in bunches. 19-16, King by 3, 1:15 to go here in the first half. Kamar Williams working at the top. King staying in the zone. The King started man-to-man, went zone, and they've stayed in the zone. Ahmad Gilbert doing a nice job fighting for that offensive rebound. Gets the double out of the zone. Inside shot up and good for Constitution, Chad Andrews.
That's his first basket.
And I think Constitution's pressing. There's the steal. Williams throws it up. Thinking he had a player there for offensive position, but
That's
King
right.
is very quick. There's 3 on you there. You got to move. And King's going to try to press offensively here. Here's Foreman, foul line, spin, layup up, and no good.
What a move.
But he drew the foul. Boy, Sammy Foreman's got some moves. Now, you don't need to, Coach. Taylor gets the rebound there. There's 3 guys on him. Quickly get the ball up, throw over the top, and you've got a fast break. Basically, Sammy Foreman can make a fast break anytime he wants. Boy, he's got some moves.
He's developed a lot since last year when he played underneath of Rashid Jordan, obviously.
Yeah, he's playing for Jamie Ross, playing with Rashid Jordan, who, along with Rondé Jefferson, Steve Bastoria, and B.J. Johnson, one of the great classes of Philadelphia high school basketball.
Yep.
This year you got a Jaquan Newton. You don't have that many superstar seniors. Mikhail Bridges at Great Valley. He's going to Villanova.
That's right. Yep.
Foreman does not convert. He does not convert. 19-18, 33 seconds to go, and Constitution has a chance to go up here at the half.
Rashid Jordan was on national TV yesterday against Villanova. Lost the game, but played well.
I think he had the game.
He had the final shot. He missed
tying attempt shot, right?
Yeah, it was a 50-footer though.
But he's come on. He's averaging double figures now. He had a slow start.
That's right. He got in a little trouble at first. Suspended briefly.
Yes, he did. He comes back to Philly all the time. He was at a couple of our play-by-play events this year. Here's a long 3. Pietro, no. They're going to hold it, and that's going to end our first half. So after one half of play, Martin Luther King 19 and Constitution 18.
What you're seeing here is 2 very evenly matched teams. They both had similar records coming in, and both teams can play up-tempo, and both teams can play various defenses, zones, presses, man-to-man. I think you've seen a little bit of that as you've been watching this game, the switching of the defenses. A little bit of a chess match going on between the 2 coaches. Head coach of MLK is Sean Colson, a player who played in a public league way back when in 1992 for FLC, a really good team. Went on to play some pro ball overseas. He's assisted by Jason Lawson, also a pro player, played for Alney and then played for Villanova. Over on the other side is a coach who's had a lot of success, and that's Rob Moore. Rob Moore ended up, we know now, because we're 6 years later, winning 3 state championships and also 3 city championships. He also won the public league in 2012. So a lot of success on both sides in the coaching of both of these teams. So some of the players that we'd like to talk about: Sammy Foreman, who is playing for King. In the prior year, played for Vaux, and as a freshman, played for Haverford. Sammy was a guy who, when he got to be a senior, stayed with King and was recruited very heavily, Division I and some Division II, but ended up playing community college ball out in Kansas, interestingly enough. Greg Bennett, who plays for King, played for Union College and also for Valley Forge Military College. So some of these guys have had some success on the King side. On the Constitution side, Kamar Williams, the point guard, very sharp point guard in his junior year here, went on as a senior to become the Public League MVP. Kamar was a very good player. He went to Florida International D1, played 2 years there, and then went out to Ryder, which is right up the road here in Trenton, and played 2 years there, just finishing this year. He did skip 1 year of his college experience. So he just finished up in 2020, or what was left of it. Ahmad Gilbert, he played in Minnesota D1 and 2 years also at Ryder, a teammate of Kamar Williams in high school and college. Raheem Liggins played for Mercyhurst Northeast, a JUCO school, and then went to Rosemont College, a very big, burly, strong player. Very physical. And the one who had a lot of success in college was Floyd Prieto. You'll hear his name mentioned a couple times. Floyd scored 55 points in a single game against LIU, 15 for 22 from beyond the arc. So that's a little bit about some of the players that you're seeing. We'll be back with some analysis between the third and fourth quarter, and then after the game. Stick around because it has quite an ending to the fourth quarter. See you soon.
And welcome back to Temple University. Jeremy Chibin here along with one of our special guests here at halftime, Lenny Stanziano, who's now at Archbishop Wood Best Shot Consulting and a former head coach at Newman University. And Lenny, it's really nice to have you here, and
Great
really nice championship game, huh?
It's been great so far. Great atmosphere, and again, the games have been great. Battle back and forth, so it's been fun.
King and Constitution blew each other out one time each, but we had a feeling it was going to be a close game and low scoring. That's what we got. King 19 and Constitution 18 here at the half. Why don't you tell us what you're doing at Archbishop Wood these days?
Yeah, well, I'm coaching with John Moscow over at Archbishop Wood, and we had a good first year, looking to build upon that. But right now what I'm working with is Best Shot Consulting. It's something I developed out of a love for recruiting and basketball. And I just find that today there's so many mass market recruiting consulting people that I've just created something that's specifically for basketball, and it is unique to the area that I think kids need, families need, and colleges in South can use as a resource.
How can people get involved and learn about your product and your company?
Yeah, we're on the web. We're at www.bestshotconsulting.com. I'm on Twitter at LStanziano, LSTANZIANO. And on the website we have all different packages, and we talk about the promotions that we have for all students. It's not just seniors, it's not just juniors. A lot of our interest originally was, we're a senior, we need help. But I think freshmen and sophomores especially need that help and guidance for the NCAA paperwork and all those the academic pieces.
So let's talk. Right now we're in the public championship, and we'll talk about the public league in a minute. But you're back in the Catholic League at the high school level with Archbishop Wood. John Moscow leads Newman, does a real nice job at Wood. You won one of our big play-by-play events in a triple overtime thriller with Abington. What's that experience been like, being part of the Wood program and seeing it rise?
It's been terrific. I'm grateful to John. John is a great guy, terrific coach. He has the program going in a direction. When he took over from Jack Walsh, he built it up, and John's just gonna, hopefully we keep building every year. And I think every kid's dream, in the Catholic League is to get to that semifinals and the final and then win it all. So John's done a lot of winning, and he's taking that attitude and bringing it towards those kids, and they're starting to believe in what we got going on.
I know you had a lot of success and you enjoyed coaching in the college ranks at Newman, but talk about, isn't coaching against a Archbishop Carroll, a Newman Goretti, and a Roman Catholic like playing in the Atlantic 10 or the Big East?
It is awesome every night. I mean, every night is tremendous. It really is. Like every crowd, every game is just is a battle, and it's I've never coached at the high level of college, but it's a college game every night. Everybody has talent. Everybody can come in and win if you don't show up. So it's the best league in the state.
Well, you played Roman, you played Newman. Who do you think will win tomorrow night? Putting you on the spot.
I'm gonna go with Newman. I think I just have a feeling that they've been winning so much. They've had that belief. But Roman it looks good. I mean, they look good the other night. They've been tested all year. Everybody's giving their best shot. But I think Newman in the end will win out.
Now talk about the whole District 12 thing, because also the winners of the Public League and Catholic League, it's been revived a few years ago. Now they play each other. Do you enjoy that? And maybe not this year for Wood, but down the stretch, you
I
could
think
be
it's something to look forward to. I think all these kids know each other so well with AAU and just working out. I think it's good. I think it's good for the area. I think it's good for the competition and the promotion of the area. I mean, there's so much good basketball, but I think it's really important that these guys play each other and just keep going into the states and another championship to go for.
Another one of the big differences between, I'll ask you one final question, between the Philadelphia League and the Catholic League is the Catholic League, the teams that have been there are always there, but in the last 6-7 years, Imhotep's, Constitution, these are all new teams that are the powers. How do you feel about that?
I think it's great. I think the teams that are competitive, I think it's better. I don't think there should be one or two dominant teams. I think the more competition, it helps all the kids get exposure, and I think it's terrific.
Well, Lanny Stanziano, you've been our special guest. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks
Coach
for having me.
Archbishop Wood. And also you can find out about his products and his company, bestshotconsulting.com, right?
Yep.
And Twitter, lstanziano.com?
Twitter, L Stanziano. Yep,
Okay.
L Stanziano.
Thanks for being our special guest. We're going to have our second half after this. It's 1918 MLK.
Hi, I'm Marty Bystrom, former pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. In my experience in Major League Baseball, I know how important it is for high school athletes to gain exposure. My friends at Payroll Service Solutions are huge supporters of high school sports and the Sports Fan Base Network. If you are a small to medium-sized business in need of a payroll company, contact Payroll Service Solutions. Not only will they take care of you, they will continue to support the community. For more information, contact Payroll Service Solutions at 215-624-0922 or 866-PAY.
All right, we're back, 1918 King. We're about to start the second half. Jack, why don't you get us going with some stats?
Okay, let me run this down. Jameer Taylor for ML King has 4, 5 to Greg Bennett, 7 for Sammy Foreman, 2 for Chase Rogers. On the other side, Constitution Generals, we have 2 for Chad Andrews, 3 for Akeem King, 2 for Floyd Prieto, 3 Lincoln K, 4 for Ahmad Gilbert, and 4 for Kamar Williams.
Well, you see the balance, and nobody dominating him. Sammy Foreman in the game, 7 points, your high scorer. Rebounding kind of
That's
even,
right.
and not a lot of fouls.
Nope.
So that means the game could be wide open and fast in the second half because no one's really in foul trouble. I don't think any player has 2 fouls that I have.
Agreed. Oh, I have Ahmad Gilbert with 2.
You have Ahmad Gilbert with 2.
I could be wrong on that, but we'll find out
Thought
shortly.
Rogers had that second one. Okay, well, we'll take a look
Could
at
be.
that. That could be a factor because
Yeah.
he's coming in as probably the
I'm not
most
sure.
heralded player in the game, period, on both sides. 1918, King by 1 over Constitution.
It's been a very athletic game, but not a high-scoring game so far.
Well, the defense has been really solid. I mean, they're forcing long
That's right.
shots, and the outside shooting has not been good for either side. We haven't really seen Foreman hit 1 3, Bennett hit a 3. Constitution starting out that zone. Looks like a 2-3. You got Liggins in the middle.
I have a feeling we're going to see more from this guy, Sammy Foreman, in the second half. That's a foul.
Tough shot there, no good. 31 Rogers. Constitution brings it up, Kamar Williams. And now
It's Akeem King.
an overplay by Rogers. Liggins, though, doesn't attack. Shot is up, and it's no good for Constitution. It's Akeem King. Rebound comes over to Martin Luther King. So you got a King playing for Constitution, and they're playing King.
That's right.
That could be a little confusing.
It is, yeah.
I'm a little surprised that both teams have come out in the zone because I thought both teams' man-to-man defense was very effective. Here's McCall.
Quick moves.
Foreman, there's that 3 you were talking about.
Yep.
In and out. And a good rebound by Ahmad Gilbert.
That did look like it was going to go in from Sammy Foreman.
But again, you're forcing a team into a deep shot. And both these players have these really good wing defenders. I think that's the difference. But they're accustomed to playing each other in smaller gyms. We got a foul on the outside here.
31, Chase Rogers.
Fouls at 31.
Rogers' second foul.
That's right.
Here's Gilbert. Takes it. He's looking to score. Good entry pass to Liggins. It's going to count. And he's fouled. Liggins won't give you that many points, but he really gives you a good all-out effort. A 6'5" senior with a big body. That's Constitution's first lead since early in the contest. Actually, I think it's their first lead period.
I believe it is.
20-19.
I think that foul was on Sammy Foreman, if I got it right.
If that's Foreman, I think that might be 2. with the reach in. Constitution extending the zone. The high 2-3 zone. Liggins is covering that whole middle. They're keeping Gilbert on the wing, watching Bennett. Bennett's a dangerous slasher and an outside shooter. He's a dual threat out there. King coming out on Foreman. They don't want him shooting. They'll take McCall's shot, and he misses it. Offensive rebound, no, but there's a foul. Pretty good play. I think Sammy Foreman snuck in there.
Yes, he did.
Well, I'll tell you what. In man-to-man, at least you can run set plays, and you can run plays for the players you want. At least you could at least make your first option. In a zone, that's not always the case. Zone, it's usually the guy who's open who shoots.
That's right.
So maybe that's the design both coaches are thinking about right now, and Foreman hits this foul shot. Weren't a lot of foul shots in the first half. I figure it's going to be a lot more physical here in the second half.
Foreman hits both.
We had a 1-point championship game last year. Vaux almost got Imhotep. Imhotep escaped with a 1-point championship win and their 4th championship in 5 years. Went on to win the 3A state championship.
And Vaux went on to win the 2A state championship.
Yes, they did.
And 45 points in that game for Rishi Jordan, the game against Imhotep, that is.
Yeah, it was one of the better performances I've seen in a public final, that's for sure.
That is true, yeah.
Not sure that was a foul. There's a late whistle. It's going to go against Bennett.
Actually, I think that might have been on Jabri McCall, number 22.
22, McCall.
Yes, it was McCall with the foul. Sat next to his dad the other day, very vocal.
Well, I'm sure
You're going to get a jump ball.
you got your son playing in a public semifinal. Now they're saying
It was a
that
jump ball.
Rogers didn't hold the ball, or Taylor.
That's right.
He got tied up. Constitution gets it back. It's going to be a war of attrition. Whoever wants it more is probably going to win this game. Whoever turns the ball over less is probably going to win this game. Trying to set up a screen to get the ball in bounds. And I think Constitution has to call a timeout.
30-second timeout called by Constitution.
We're going to take a break. 5:37 to go, quarter number 3. King by 1 here at Temple. We'll be back on the Sports Fan Base Network. Back live here at Temple University. Jeremy Cheeving and Jack Cap. Sports Fan Base Network brought to you by Payroll Service Solutions. Hope you're enjoying this championship game in the public league. MLK leading by 1 point over Constitution, 21-20. 5:35 to go, quarter number 3. Good slash here. Quick shot, no good for Constitution. Akeem King.
Foreman's
Here's
got
Foreman.
the ball.
Driving all the way in, can't get it. Gilbert rebound.
Boy, Foreman can get a shot off in a crowd.
He can, but not converting that many tonight.
Nope.
He's got 9. Here's an open shot for Gilbert. Boy, he's been off today. And this ball is tapped around, and it's recovered by 21 Taylor. King won a few games without Taylor. They're a much different team with him in there. McCall, spot up 3. It's going to be good, and he's fouled.
Yep.
It's going to be good, and he's fouled. I think he got hit by Akeem King. That'll be his second. It's a big shot right there by McCall. It's his first basket of the game. He's a double-digit scorer. He's a sophomore.
He had a bunch of points the other day. He had about 12, I think, if I remember correctly.
Shooting 1 for King.
He won a couple MVP awards with our play-by-play classics this year. Did a really nice job.
Actually, he had 15 the other day. I just checked my records here. He's a nice player. Sophomore, right?
Yep, he's a sophomore.
Yep.
He's got this one. Coach Colson likes his guards playing in his image. He was a really, really solid point guard at FLC and a real competitor.
I remember him well. I refereed some of his games. Did he play with Tyrone Weeks? Am I right about that?
Yeah, he did.
Right? Yeah.
Meatball Hand.
That's right, Farone Hand.
That team knocked off another guy who's here today. Well, I'm not sure if LeVan Austin was on that team. I think he was with Rasheed Wallace.
Gratz, yeah.
Because he's here with his son LeVan, who's star Haverford School's team now.
That's right, yeah.
Here's Bennett with the rebound. That's McCall. Bennett's thinking about a 3. Penetration, kick, McCall, 3, he got it!
Basket for Martin King Cougars, number 24.
McCall with 7 big points, and King's up 28-20.
7 consecutive points for McCall. 2 big threes.
Rob Moore trying to guide his team, bring him back. Now King going to the man-to-man D. They don't want to give any open shot now with the lead. Trying to turn and face the basket. Oh,
No,
they're
we
going to
got
call a foul. It's a good move by Chad Andrews, but he looked like he got tied up, but they're going to call a foul.
Foul's on number 21 and Martin Luther King, Jameer Taylor.
Jameer Taylor picked up the foul there.
3 fouls on Jameer Taylor. Here's Gilbert again. Ahmad just can't get a shot to go here in this contest. And King's got a couple of trees in there. They got Taylor, they got Rogers, and these guys are getting rebounds right now. The outside shot has given King the lead. Bennett, penetration, throws it up. No. They fight for it. Precho's got it. He's going to go all the way. Goes in a little wild.
Blocking foul.
They're going to call a blocking foul. A little out of control, but you got to like the aggressiveness right there. 3:27 to go in the third quarter. Kings opened up an 8-point lead. They opened up a 9-point lead in quarter 2, and Constitution came all the way back.
Foul was to Jabri McCall, his second. Pietro to the line for 2.
Solid role player for Rob Moore. Gilbert's going to come out, get a blow.
Pietro is off today. He has only 2 points. He scored 19 the other day in the semifinal.
Yeah. Did he have that many? Yeah. They don't usually get that many out of him. He's really played well in the playoffs.
He looked great the other day.
He's got 1 or 2, and Kenny P's coming in the game, as is Anthony Satchel for the first time checking in.
Yeah,
Rob Moore's going to go to a press unit right here. They got the diamond press on.
Satchel coming
28-21.
back from an injury.
Here's McCall. They're on him now. He's going to shoot again. He scores again. 9 straight points for McCall. He's taking over the game right now.
McCall showing a lot of skill in the last few minutes here. And scoring ability.
9 big points for him. Constitution getting frustrated right now. They're down. Dribble drive, Kamar Williams. They need a basket in the worst way. Here's a drive. We got a foul. 2 shots coming right here. I think that's Lincoln K going to the line. Kapokayu. He's going to go to the line for a couple right here.
Yeah, that foul's on Taylor again, I would think. Yep. Kapokayu to the line for 2.
Well, I could have sworn the announcer said Taylor had 3 a second ago. Now he just announced he has 2.
I have him down for 2.
Maybe he's going backwards with the foul.
Yeah, maybe
Rogers has 3.
Took a foul away from him.
Do you have Rogers with 3?
I have Rogers with 2.
Okay, I had Rogers with 2 also. So we missed a foul somewhere along the way.
Kapokayu missed the first.
He's got this one. He's
got that one.
Played a nice job. Here's the diamond press. 1-2-1-1 full court. Constitution trying to make some changes here.
He's going.
Foreman, good pass inside. Oh, missing the dunk. Chase Rogers. That's a big play. Constitution the other way. Oh, that looked like a travel.
Yes, it did. He got away with one there. He was 1 on 4, if I saw that correctly.
And Kenny P going right to the line. Lincoln's going to go to the line for 2.
Who did they give the foul to? There was 4 guys they could have chosen from. I missed that.
We just can't hear the public address.
No, it's hard to hear him.
And the referee, Pat Shanahan, was shielded from us.
Yep.
We'll do our best to try to get the foul situation for you. Lincoln Kokopokayu. He's got 4. He make the first?
He missed the first.
He missed them
both.
both.
He's
Boy,
1 for
shots.
4. 1 for 4 from the line for Kapokayu.
He's done a nice job being aggressive and making things happen, but he's missed 3 foul shots.
Yep.
Here's Foreman. Foreman spins, gets it back. They're counting that basket.
No. Sammy Foreman traveled. I didn't think they had
this ref waved it off, but Pat Shanahan then called it. So
the traveling was first, and I think that's what we're going to stay with.
But
Sean Colson is not happy about the call.
He shouldn't be happy because the referee right in front of the play said it was a tip ball, not a travel, and Rogers had the basket, but then Pat Shanahan waved it off.
Yep.
So that's what happened. 30-22, King overrated. Now, it never really looks good when the officials overrule one another, but it's more important to get the call right, and I think they got the call right.
I think Barry Vaughn had it correct because I saw it traveling also.
Foul on number 22, Jabri McCall for Martin Luther King.
Jabri McCall.
He's got 3.
Yes, he does.
You don't want him getting foul trouble if you're King. He's your hot man who scored 9 straight points.
And Kamar Williams will go to the line.
And all of a sudden, King's in the bonus. So that's one thing that's going to help Constitution. Even a little slap of the hand will get them to the line for a one-on-one.
That's right.
So Kamar Williams go to the line. They're taking McCall out right now. That's got to be very difficult for Sean Colson to do. You don't want to take the hot man out of the game.
Kamar Williams hits the first. He has not missed a foul shot. He's 3 for 3.
5 in the game for Kamar Williams, a junior. A low to mid Division I prospect, maybe a high Division II prospect right now, the way he's been playing.
That's what I'm thinking, yep.
And it's 30-24. They got it to 6.
More like a Division II type player.
Still just a junior. Here's Sammy Foreman on the break. Little scoop. It's no, but a good follow up there for King, the big man, Chase Rogers.
Yep.
6'6". Taps it in. No box out by Gilbert. 32-24. King back up by 8. Spin move by King, and he's going to get it to go.
King on King there.
King scores against King. We got a foul in the backcourt here. Preto. Now Constitution only has 4 fouls. King's the one in trouble. Fouls. So Rob Moore making the right move to extend the pressure, go full court. Whether it's full court man, diamond press, 2-2-1, I think they need to do something.
That was the 3rd foul on Akeem King.
3 on King now, wow.
I believe so.
So all of a sudden fouls are becoming a factor.
Yep.
Foreman again breaks the pressure. He wants to shoot. Not going to get it.
That one
a little out of control that time. Here comes Prieto. Looking for Gilbert. Gilbert, little left-handed flip. No. And Lincoln K takes the shot, gets it knocked out of bounds.
He thought he was fouled.
Yeah, he did, but it looked clean to me. 32-26. Constitution hanging in there. They're only down 6. Here's Kamar Williams. Ball's out of bounds. It's going to stay the Generals basketball. Rob Moore, you see in the background, white shirt with the tie. They go inside.
They get a foul here from the center referee. It looks like it's going to be on number 23, and it is. Greg Bennett picks up his first.
Well, the announcer just said 3rd.
I only got him for 1. If it was on Bennett.
I'm sure. Is he announcing the same game we are?
I don't know.
I got him for 1 foul also.
That's what I had.
All right. Going to the line here. Big man. Chad Andrews getting some extended playing time today. Makes the first. You know, King's got the 6'6" and the 6'8" in the game, and I think Rob Moore feels he needs to do the same thing.
Yep.
Although coming out of the game right now for King is 31 Rogers. So that will cut into their size a little bit.
Both coaches making adjustments on the fly here.
Andrews makes 2. 32-28. They've got it to 4. They're keeping, looks like full court man-to-man right now. He's extended to full court man-to-man. Doubling out of the man. Bennett breaks it. And Gilbert knocks it out of bounds. But
that's
I think
the right call.
Yeah, I think Chad Andrews bumped him going to the basket.
Yep.
So going to the basket. I think Rob Moore feels if you speed up the game athletically, I think he feels they've got just as many good players, if not more. They have to play this way. Bennett going to line. King can play this way too. We talked about the outset. Both teams can play slow, zone, half court, or they can pick up the tempo, and both teams picking up the tempo right now. Liggins back in.
They're both multi-talented and multifaceted teams. Statewide talent on both teams.
Both teams are going to make big runs. Constitution in the 2A and King in the 4A. Bennett makes a couple.
Bennett will come out.
34-28.
Xavier Malone in the game, the X factor.
1 minute, 5 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. King staying in the zone now. Buying some time with McNair in the middle of the paint defensively. Good pass. We have a foul? No,
jump ball. It's going to go to King on the alternating possession.
Lincoln Pokaku came in there, and they tied him up.
That was the accurate call.
He's playing real well, but he's 5'9", so there's not much he can do in there. King in the game, Harmon back in. McCall still on the bench. Oh, he's in trouble. Oh, good pass to Foreman.
All the way across the court.
And it's man-to-man D for Constitution. I think you're going to see this the rest of the way. 6-point lead for King. Harmon getting in the paint, putting up a shot. Floater, no. And the rebound comes out to Kamar Williams. He's being hounded, throws it up court. And a pass inside, missing a bunny. Was Liggins missed the bunny. They get it back. Miss it again. 3 seconds in the quarter. Good fight for the ball. I don't know if they're going to give him the timeout or not. At the end of the third quarter, it is 34-28. King leads by 6. We'll be back with quarter number 4 right after this.
Quarter of this game ended in a 9-9 tie, and at halftime it was a 1-point lead for MLK, 19-18. So these two teams, which split their 2 games during the season, both teams winning by 20 points, alternating. So in other words, King won by 20 in the first game, and then Constitution won by 20 in the second. In this game, they ended the halftime at 19-18. Now the third quarter ended with a 6-point lead for MLK. And what you might notice as the third quarter was developing there was that Constitution and King both started in a zone, even though they seemed like they were more effective in a man during the first half. They both started in a zone, and then at some point they switched into a man, both of them, mid-quarter. Interesting, and also there was some pressing that was started by Constitution just a little bit, and you'll see more of that in the fourth quarter. Now, Jabri McCall, who did not score until 4:55 of this quarter, that was the first points he had all game, scored 9 straight points, and that really helped to put MLK in the lead in this quarter. Surprisingly, Ahmad Gilbert has been very off. Now, he's a guy who averages 17 points a game and really has not gotten started in this game at all, and is having a very, very tough shooting day. So that's what we're seeing in the third quarter. Quarter is over.
Hi, I'm Tommy Green, former pitcher for the Philadelphia Phillies. When I was in high school, it was very important to me to show scouts what I could do. My friends at Payroll Service Solutions are huge supporters of high school sports and the Sports Fan Base Network. If you're a small to medium-sized business in need of a payroll company, contact Payroll Service Solutions. Not only will they take care of you, they will continue to support the community. For more information, contact Payroll Service Solutions at 215-624-0922.
1 quarter of play left. Who knows? We might see overtime. Martin Luther King holding on to a 6-point lead, 34-28. This is the Public League Championship game. Both teams will be in the state playoffs regardless of the outcome. Both teams will play in the District 12 championship game. Later on this week, King's got Roman. Constitution will also be playing.
Do you know who they're playing? Who's the 2A champion?
I don't have that in Catholic League.
I don't know who it is either. But then they move out of there right into the states after the city championships.
Gilbert high-low to Liggins. Blocked from behind. Rogers. Or is it Taylor? Been doing that all day. Taylor, 21 with the block.
Mm-hmm. There's 21 Taylor.
Boy, really beautiful high-low play that Rob Moore set up coming out of the timeout. But Martin Luther King's defense so well. Sean Colson, Jason Lawson, and the staff doing such a good job setting up their defense. Boy, Liggins has really struggled. Gilbert gets the rebound. Boy, he's had a tough time offensively in this game, but he gets a huge one right here. He's got 6.
Nice play by him. Worked his way underneath, put the layup back in.
Yeah, Ahmad Gilbert needs some easy ones, some foul shots to get him going.
He's got 6 points.
He averages close to 17.
That's right.
Harmon trying to hold out a run of high-low play. There's the high screen. Draws the double. Bad shot. Out of bounds. Going to be Constitution's basketball. Now McCall is... Oh, he is back in the game. It's Foreman who's not in the game right now. We're going to have a block on the baseline. McNair, number 33 on King, going to be called for the block. And it's 2 shots. I mean, you got 10 team fouls already.
Right, we're in the double bonus. early in the fourth quarter. Prieto for 2.
Really, really going to be in Constitution's favor to get these foul shots. This kid's a tough player.
Yes, he is.
He's got a good all-around game.
He's physical as hell. He really is a tough kid.
I've seen him play a few times this year, and I just never really focused on him. I mean, he really does a lot of little things for Coach Rob Moore.
Hit both foul shots.
You got a 2-point game.
34-32, 6:54 remaining.
Sean Colson, the head coach of King, and boy, McCall's got to be careful right there. They knock it out of bounds, and King lucky to have the ball. Sean Colson counts among his friends Hakeem Olajuwon, Cat Mobley, who he went to high school with.
Nice friends.
At Maine Central Institute, or prep school with. And he also went to Rhode Island briefly before going to UNC Charlotte, won a couple games in the NCAA tournament, played in Europe, played in Italy, got to coach his team in Italy. His coach liked him so much, it gave him a little input into his future endeavors as a head coach.
He's had a nice career, and he's still a young man.
Too many 5'11 guards get to the NBA, even if it's for a short time.
Isn't that the truth?
Offensive rebound. Here's McCall. I think we're going to have a bump foul first.
Fouls on Constitution, number 10, Akeem King.
It's on King.
His
4 fouls on King.
Yep,
He's going to come out.
3 fouls this half against King.
And Satchel's going to come back in.
King stepping out with 5 points to his credit. Satchel replacing him has not scored.
Boy, PET, MOTEP, Frankfurt, MLK, MCS, Constitution, all in this A division. It's just all
yes,
heavyweights.
They did. They really did.
They
this
have
year.
worn themselves out, but they have gotten themselves ready for this,
it's a tough
this
division.
moment and the moments they're going to have here in the state playoffs coming up.
It's a great division, Division A.
Ben Dubin is here today, the moderator for the Public League, put it all together. Missed shot in here, but I think Liggins going to be called for foul. Boy, he's a big body, Liggins.
Fouls on Constitution, number 15, Anthony Satchel.
No, they called it on Spencer. Satchel.
Team 6.
So Bennett will go to the line. They've done a nice job on Bennett. Bennett really is a great scorer.
Yep.
Shooting one more for Team who made the first is number 23, Gregory Bennett.
Make the first?
Yes, he did. As I mentioned previously, he's also a great athlete and can suddenly go to the hoop and spike it down at any moment.
I love his game.
I love his game. He sees a lane open, yeah.
Yeah, he played great last year, helped revive King's program last year. They won a state game last year, their first 4A playoffs. They'll play Central. I'm sorry, they beat Central along the way. And that was a 2-point game.
Central had a great season.
They had a great season.
I think they only lost 3 games.
They did.
That's something to be said for Central.
Yeah,
Very academic school.
Haviland Harper did a nice job.
Yeah, Haviland Biff Harper.
Yeah.
Long-time coach. He's past 60.
They won in 05, I believe. Yes, 05.
Yes, they did.
That was the year they won the Public
Great team.
Championship.
That was a great team. Yep.
Missed shot here. Rebound Rogers. McCall going in, spin, and he draws the foul.
He got lucky there.
Well, he does great work with his pivot feet. He somehow is able to catch himself when most of us would go out of control and travel, but he absolutely stops that pivot foot.
I wouldn't even have tried that move 40 years ago. So he's got a nice game.
He's got 10 points on this half.
Yes, he does.
36-32, King, 5-4, 5:32 to go here in the quarter.
We have to remember he's just a sophomore. Missed that one.
Every foul shot is important now, especially for King, because Constitution's going to go to the line the whole rest of the way. Oh, Kamar Williams got sloppy, and McCall with a big steal.
That was a great steal by McCall.
And again, he doesn't travel when he's on the ground. Finds Sammy Foreman, wing 3. No good. Rebound comes to Constitution. Here comes Prieto. We're going to have a bump. That's on Bennett. We're going to get 2 foul shots. And Sean Colson doesn't like this call. 4 fouls on Greg Bennett, according to the announcer. Again, we have him for 2, but he's got 4, according to the announcer. I don't know if you can leave Bennett in the game. 22 is Kamar Williams. He makes the first foul shot. He's been good at the line.
Yes, he has not missed a foul shot.
I have him 6 for 6.
6 for 6 and a bucket. He's got
8.
8 points.
36-34, Colson electing to keep Bennett in. They're doubling out of the man. Bennett in a little trouble. Finds Foreman. And it's man-to-man defense. Here's Foreman on the drive. Going to take it himself. And they're going to say Liggins hit him.
He did.
Liggins can't turn his body right there, and the referee's telling them that he did.
Well, it was just a great move by Sammy Foreman. He drew the foul. He can just get to the basket anytime he wants, as we mentioned previously. Great player. Big improvement from last year. Really shown strides under Sean Colson.
He's got this first one, Foreman.
They list him at 6'1", Jeremy. I think he's more around 5'11". Regardless, he's a very, very good offensive player.
He's got 10 in the game. I think his intangibles have really improved this year
Yep.
as well. Bennett is coming out. I think Colson had to do that. He misses this one, so now it's 37-34. King missing some foul shots here. Could come back to haunt him. Now King playing man-to-man defense. Missed shot, and boy, real nice rebound McCall, because
Yes, it was.
Taylor did not have position on Liggins that time. The guard came in there, got a big rebound. Colson instructing Rogers to help him out. They got McNair in the game right now. Bennett's out of the game right now. Harmon's in the game. He's another young player, junior, not a starter. Give it to Sammy Foreman, and Coach Colson's calling for a play.
Gotta watch that hand check.
Colson calling a play from the sideline. Foreman trying to get to the basket. Oh, nice move. Misses the bunny. Do we have a foul call? We do. It came from behind. We've seen a lot of odd calls coming from the referee that you wouldn't expect to make the call, but I'm not saying it was the wrong call, but it was just the referee right in front didn't make the call.
Well,
I don't know if that was Vaughn or Shanahan, but
as a referee, I'll tell you, in a three referee game, in a 3-man game, if the play starts in your area and it ends in your area, it's generally your call, and that did start in the center's area, so I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt there. Barry Vaughn, that is.
Foreman bounces this one in, got the roll. He's got 11. Kings up by 4, 3:59 to go. They were up by 1 at the half. Rob Moore looking at the clock, 3:59. Superstar player Mott Gilbert never really got off in this game.
Not
He's got
at all.
6. Williams has 8. Both foul shots made there by Foreman, or 1 or 2?
He made both. Sammy
All right.
Foreman only has 3 baskets, but he's been a big force in this game.
All right, so he's got 12, and it's 39-34. King by 5. There's a strip. And let's see if Harmon's going to bring the ball out. Very smart play. Very smart play. Gives it to Foreman. And I think Colson wants isolation. He's looking for a timeout. We're going to take the timeout as well.
3:36 is the official time on the
Well,
clock.
you better believe Coach Colson and Coach Moore know who to foul. They may at
This
some
could be
point.
interesting.
Oh, here's a steal.
Yep, he's got it.
Boy, a huge basket by Lincoln K. Biggest
Excellent.
play he made of the whole game.
Excellent physical work by Lincoln Kipokuyu.
39-36, MLK by 3.
That's either a foul or a discontinued dribble.
No, they're going to call a foul. And again, Pat Shanahan was going to call the jump ball. I think that's Vaughn who called the 2 shots.
Yeah.
So 21.
Now that call came out of the trail position, trail table position, even though it was in the lane. So that one was a little different, but he saw something we did not see.
The Taylor will go to the line right here. While he's taking his foul shot, I'll tell you about our Stoll Agency play of the game, which was the last basket by number 13, Lincoln K.
Great play.
I think was a tremendous, tremendous play.
Missed
2
both.
huge missed foul shots. We were just talking about how King is
Has to
letting
hit
this
their
thing
shots,
stay close
yeah.
by missing foul shots.
Missing free throws. Not good.
39-36, MLK by 3. And I think Gilbert knocked it out. He
Yeah.
did. Boy, real nice job by Taylor making up for the missed foul shots right there. A hustle play.
Great hustle. Did not commit the foul.
You got
Could
to
have
shake it
easily
off.
been called for a foul there, but did not commit one.
Well, we just flashed the Stoll Agency play of the game. Congratulations to Lincoln Kokopoyu for that steal and basket. And that's tonight's Stoll Agency play of the game. Stoll Bonds and Insurance specializes in the construction business agency. We got a foul coming up here.
Looks like it's going to be against Gilbert. Yep.
So Gilbert with the foul, and McCall will go to the line. And again, the Stoll Agency play of the game goes to Kenny P. Lincoln K. For all your bonding and construction insurance needs, please go to their website at www.stollagency.com. Big foul shots coming up here for McCall. He's got 10 points all in this half. First one is up. It's good. Boy, did King need that.
By the way, I believe that's Gilbert's 4th foul.
I think you're right on that.
Yep. McCall for a second. Missed it.
And out at 2, another missed foul shot. 40-36, King by 4. 2:48 to go here in the 4th. Everybody's playing man-to-man at this point, which I kind of expected. You just can't afford to give up an open shot at this juncture of the game. If you're up 4 or down 4, it doesn't matter. Kamar Williams trying to get a roll. The shot is up. It's no good. They fight for the rebound. And it comes up to King.
Very physical down there.
Here's a steal.
Still physical.
And it's going to be Constitution ball. Really nice hustle by Constitution.
Everybody hustling all over the place. Bodies flying, hands moving.
How about the move by Rob Moore putting Henry Vaughn in the game, and he went for a drive and missed it. Still, here's a tough shot by Gilbert. Gets it back.
It's got to be
tied up, and I think Bennett's going to foul out of the game right there. If that's on Bennett, he's out.
Number 23, Gregory Bennett has been.
Wow, that is a huge break for Constitution.
Greg Bennett has fouled out.
He never got going today. And
he ends with 8
all the coaches
points.
at Martin Luther King really felt that was a tied-up ball, but what are you going to do? He's out.
Must have been on his arm or his forearm or his wrist, and going to the line for 2 is Ahmad Gilbert.
A little over 2 minutes, I believe, in the game. I do not believe our clock there is correct. 40-36. Gilbert's going to go to the line.
That was the replacement clock.
2:12. 2:12
for
left.
the disqualification. 2:12 remaining in the game.
First half was really cleanly played. Not a lot of fouls called. We predicted at halftime there'd be a lot of fouls, a lot more physical, a lot tighter call in the second half. That's what happened. Both teams with over 10 fouls.
Very
Greg Bennett is going to be a spectator now.
Gilbert missed the first and the second.
Wow. And they're basically calling anything. Any reaching?
That's got to be
example,
a block.
there's a foul
That's a block
right there.
Right there. Number 12 committed the foul, Hanif Vaughn.
Fouls on Constitution, number 12, Hanif Vaughn.
Hanif Vaughn had a giant rebound in the semifinal off a missed free throw that went hard to the right, and he out-hustled his opponent. Really won the game. It was the play of the game. We gave him player of the game.
Now big foul shots coming up for McCall. Got the first one. Everybody's getting 2 foul shots.
It's a 5-point game with 2:08 officially.
So McCall, I believe he's got 12, and he missed again.
He missed it. Yep.
41-36. Foul shooting is definitely, in my opinion, going to decide this game at this point. Here's a drive, miss. Oh, a late foul against King. And McCall, that's going to be 4 on him, if that's on him.
Yes, it is.
Martin Luther King, number 22, Jameer McCall, his 4th King over the women.
4 fouls on McCall.
All of McCall's points are in the second half, as we mentioned. 12 points for him. 6-foot sophomore, and to the line goes Kamar Williams, the junior.
He makes both. Well, when
Kamar has not missed a foul shot.
he's been great at the line. 41-38, 3-point game.
He's not a big offensive threat, but he's hit all his foul shots today.
Well, now depth's going to be very important because guys are in foul trouble. Guys are fouled out of the game. I think King needs to take some time off the clock. 1:44 to go. Foreman has it. The defense by Hanif Vaughn. That's why he's in there to guard Sammy Foreman. Foreman trying to take him. Draws the double. Good pass inside. Layup is up. He missed it. Got the follow-up up and good.
Perfect.
What a play by Jameer Taylor.
Perfect positioning on his own miss and just tipped it in.
43-38. Huge, huge play for King, and Sammy Foreman made it happen.
Absolutely.
And we're going to give that one a Stoll Agency play of the game, too. We may see more plays coming up, but that was really a great play. Foreman took the double team, drew it, made the shovel. Taylor, if you succeed, fail the first time, try again, you'll succeed, and he did.
As I mentioned, he put his body in perfect position just in case he missed that, and he was able to just touch it in.
We've seen a lot of chippies missed by both teams in this game. Here's Gilbert, pull-up shot, overshot it.
Cannot hit. Gonna get a pass
we got a
here.
fast break. Left-handed layup up, no. Tip, no. McNair again, no. Could have brought the ball out, but King doesn't convert. That was Taylor who missed initially. Prieto is going to get fouled going to the basket. And I think some of these King players have to start to try to draw the charge, trying to block everything, as is Constitution. Just getting caught up in the excitement of the game.
Yep, Sammy Foreman picks up his second. Prieto to the line for 2.
I don't think that was Foreman's foul. I thought he got crushed by one of the big guys in there.
It did seem that way, but that's what they called it on.
Yeah.
Prieto hits the first.
43-39. Big break for Constitution. King missed a golden opportunity on a fast break there. Jameer Taylor missing the shot inside. This time he couldn't get the follow.
It's been tough around that rim, I'll tell you.
Rogers not in the game right now. I don't think he fouled out.
There's going to be a foul down here against Prieto.
With 2 more foul shots coming, he's basically going to be a foul every 10 seconds, the way this game's going right now.
You're going to see Harmon to the line, and he'll get 2.
Shooting 2 from Martin Luther King is number 3, Taheem Harmon.
Now Sean Colson elects to have his players back. He's also going with McNair instead of Rogers. I don't think Rogers fouled out.
Harmon hits the first. It's a 5-point game. He'll get a second.
This is Harmon. That was his first point of the game. What a time to get a point. And again, they're on an island, shooting by themselves, and
got them both.
That's huge. Finally, somebody making 2. I think he's the first person to do that for King today. 45-39, a couple 3-pointers can get him back in. Williams all the way to the basket. He's got it. And Rob Moore calls timeout.
Good timeout.
So Kamar Williams in double figures now. I think he's got 12 or 14.
He's got 12.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. It's 45-41. Don't go anywhere. We got the final minute of this contest. We're 40 seconds right after this. At a home game here less than a month ago, Cheney was here. Of course, the late Harry Litwack taking the Temple team to the Final Four in 56 and 58. Oh, almost a steal. We might have a push.
Sammy Foreman.
And we're going to have a foul against King.
It's got to be.
Yeah, there was a push against King. Constitution with a huge play right here. They're going to get a couple foul shots.
Very sharp call by referee Justin Stiegel. I saw it clearly. He shoved off on that, gained an advantage.
Well, they came at him with the press, and Colson had the press break all set up.
Hakeem King is going to get 2 at the line. There's a little discussion going on amongst the referees. Stiegel and Vaughn are talking, and now
well, it's
Shanahan.
to make sure they have the right foul shooter, because this wasn't
That's
a traditional foul.
That's right. It was off the ball.
This is not a person with the ball. It was an off-the-ball foul.
That is correct.
And
They're still discussing it.
Colson saying it was number 13, Lincoln K, not number 10, Hakeem King.
And now, over on the sideline, Justin Stiegel is explaining what happened to the scorekeepers.
Robert Coleman, the executive director of District 12 Sports, was
involved.
I think he just wanted to let the referee know who was at the line, but apparently they got the right person.
Yep.
King makes the first. Boy, Constitution has a nice contingent of fans here today, as does King. It's about equally split.
Mm-hmm.
Say somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 people here.
I was going to guess about the same, yep. He missed the second.
Wow, big missed foul shot. It's 45-42, King by 3. They're going to have to make a couple more foul shots to win this game. Here's Harmon getting huge minutes, and he's going to go back to line. He just made 2. And Colson obviously has him in there, 3-guard attack. He needs guys who can make foul shots.
That foul's going to go against Lincoln.
He's got Bennett, who's fouled out. He's got Rogers, a starter on the bench. He's gone with McNair and Harmon in the contest.
Herman has not missed a foul shot.
That's a huge shot he just made right there. He's 3 for 3, kind of an unsung hero. Pretio back in the game. Williams back in the game for Constitution. Gilbert's lined up in the corner. There's still 28 seconds left, still time. Harmon misses this one. So now it's only a 4-point. 3-pointer can get him to within 1. Trying to set a high screen. And we're going to have a foul. And King just doing too much fouling, keeping Constitution in the game right now. Taylor going for the block, fouls him.
Fouls on Martin Luther King, number 21, Jameer Taylor. His third team over the limit, shooting 2 for Constitution with number 10, Akeem King.
So King will go to the line. Nice job by Constitution. They stop the clock, they get the foul shots, and more importantly, Jack, they can set up their press.
That's right. King has an unusual foul shot, but he's put in, 3 out of 4.
That's what I have him for, 3
It's
out of 4.
a kind of an awkward release. It's not real smooth.
46-43.
I'm sure Herb McGee would want to correct that.
They've cut it to 2. It's a diamond press, trying to trap. Foreman in trouble.
Foreman got away with one there. Little hook.
Bring it over, McCall. He
Yeah.
gets bumped right there by number 10, Akeem King.
It's got to be called.
Crucial foul shots coming up here for McCall.
He might be out of the game.
That's
5.
That's 5 on King.
So King's out of there.
Yep.
Coach Moore is going offense, defense here. He's
Now,
done
Coach-
a real nice job bringing his team back, 46-44.
22, Jabril McCall.
Both these coaches very active in every play, making sure you got the right personnel out there for the right situation. Rob Moore using this as a timeout because
he
of the
is.
disqualification. He's
Into the game for Constitution.
almost
exactly-
stealing an extra timeout
That's
out of the
exactly
deal.
what he does, and it's a smart move.
Rob Moore, Sean Colson, 2 very highly respected coaches here in the pub. So McCall will go to the line again. Colson will not have a rebounder in there. He wants everybody back defensively.
Missed it.
Misses the first foul shot. He's got to get this one or else Constitution has a chance. Is that the correct time? There's
Yes.
just 10.2 seconds.
10.2. It's a 2-point game. That was a big missed foul shot.
So Gilbert's lining up for a 3 in the left corner. Let's see who else has. He
He
missed them
missed it.
both. No timeout called. 8 seconds. Here comes Kamar Williams. He's going all the way in.
He got it.
Oh, there's a foul. No, he called timeout.
Timeout.
No.
He called timeout.
Are
So
you
Rob Moore
kidding?
called timeout.
Rob Moore called timeout on that?
Oh, yeah, he called timeout. That's why Kamar Williams went all the way to the basket. Because
Okay,
the King
all
players
right.
stopped playing.
I
It was so loud we couldn't hear it.
know, but I'm just saying, I mean, he was driving to the basket.
I mean, you got to call it either at half court or in the backcourt, but
well,
at one point,
they ought to check the time of when it was called.
I don't know.
But
Did I see that right? 1.2 seconds left in the game?
I don't know, but if I'm the head coach, I'm not criticizing Rob Moore, but if I'm the head coach there, I don't call timeout on that play.
Well, it's a tough thing. Kamar Williams going to the basket.
I mean, I already gave him the 2 points. I had to cross it out.
Well,
That was a
you saw the King players stop defensively. They heard the whistle.
I guess so.
We couldn't
yeah.
hear the whistle.
We couldn't hear it because of all the noise behind us.
Well, now they're going to probably go for a game-winning 3-point attempt. And again, foul shots for King have just killed them here down the stretch. They had a chance to put this game out.
We're going to know momentarily how much is on that clock. Right now, the main scoreboard is showing the timeout.
I saw
clock.
1.2 seconds left.
Let's see if any adjustment is made by head referee Pat Shanahan. Not sure. 4 seconds left in the timeout. 5.8.
Oh, 5.8. My bad.
No, they might have
It
made the
said
adjustment.
1.2 on there when he called it. So there's
like I said, they
5.8
may have made that
seconds left.
adjustment. Yep.
So here's the situation. Prieto decides. Well, now it makes perfect sense. There's plenty of time.
Here we go.
Prieto gets it to Gilbert. Gilbert has the top of the key. He's going to go for the 3. The shot is short. No good. And King's got it. King's got the title. Martin Luther King has the title championship right there. 46-44. Gilbert went for the 3 and the win. And they are celebrating in midcourt. Congratulations to Martin Luther King as they hold on to beat Constitution 46-44 for the first public league title in the history of the school. We'll be back with more right after this.
Well, it certainly was not a high-scoring game, but what an ending it was. a timeout was called by the Constitution coach, Rob Moore, as Kamar Williams was headed in for a layup. Interestingly enough, those 2 points did not count, and the referees put some time back on the clock. A nice run by Constitution to get to that point, to get to a 2-point deficit, and unfortunately, they did not get the shot at the end. Ahmad Gilbert was off a little bit on that shot and ends up with a King victory. The first public league championship ever for Martin Luther King, and of course for their coach Sean Colson, who was in his second year at the time. He's still at the helm today. Kamar Williams, by the way, went 8 for 8 from the line, a very sharp free throw shooter, and as I mentioned earlier, he goes on in his senior year to become probably the best player in the city in 2015. He did win the MVP for the public league and played 4 years of Division I basketball, a very sharp point guard. Again, we mentioned earlier that Ahmad Gilbert, a big-time player, was not having a good game. It really didn't get much better for him in the fourth quarter. He did hit a couple shots, but not the kind of game that he was looking forward to. Taheem Harmon came in off the bench for MLK and put 3 out of 4 foul shots in that fourth quarter. So very important substitution there for Sean Colson. And we end up with a 46-44, very low-scoring game for MLK to win their first public league championship. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll try to bring you another one next week. This is Jack Cap. Talk to you soon.
And we're back live at Temple University. Sean Colson congratulating Sammy Foreman at midcourt along with Jack Cap. And,
a lot of emotion.
Well, a lot of emotion for MLK. They've never won a championship. This school's been around a long time. Constitution's only been around a few years, and they already have a championship. I mean, this is a school that became a football and basketball power almost overnight this year, and they are very excited about winning this game 46-44. I think it's Sean Colson's son that's in the middle of that pile-up right there. I think Colson himself may be in there.
He's right in the middle of it, yep.
Well, I'll tell you what, they didn't make all their foul shots at the end of the game, but they do get the win, and congratulations to King. And we knew it was going to be close. On what did I say? King was favored by 2?
Yeah.
They win by 2.
They win by 2. Now, that last shot, it wasn't a terrible shot. It went up. It came up a little short on the rim, and the rebound was made by Jameer Taylor of King, and he stood there hopping up and down, and I thought there was a second left where maybe Constitution could have fouled him, but they just did not.
I agree. I think everybody was just shell-shocked. I don't think the game was over. There was 1 or 2 seconds left.
I thought there was 1 or 2 seconds left. Maybe we're not correct on that. I don't know, but
I mean, I guess he could have grabbed him, sent him to the line, and he could have got 2 foul shots.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
It didn't happen. But King gets the win. They had an outstanding year. They moved to 22-4. Constitution 22-5. Both teams are going to go on to District 12 playoffs this week and then state playoffs. And I'll tell you what, I'm real curious to see the King Roman game, which is coming up on Thursday here at Temple. Actually, that may be at St. Joe's.
Yeah.
Got to check. But
it's
very possible that King and Roman could play each other again.
It is possible.
Wade, the principal's out there. He's getting in the picture now with Robert Coleman. And wow, it's a nice celebratory moment for King and a tough one for Constitution. But they had their chances.
Absolutely, Jeremy.
King also had the chances to win the game a little easier than they did.
Yeah. Well, not only a lot of emotion on King's part, but I saw a couple of the players showing strong emotion on the other side, too. They thought they could have won this game there, and they just missed at the end.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we said this was a game that was going to go to the wire, possibly the last second, and it literally did.
Yes, it did.
Go to the last second.
Yep. Ahmad Gilbert with the chance to win it just came up short.
He didn't have his best game. I had him only for 6 points, maybe 8.
We're going to ask that both teams
2, 4, 6.
high school team line up.
I've got him for 6.
12 for Williams, 6 for Lincoln K.
There's 3 trophies.
Preto 5, 8 for King, 2 for Liggins, 4 for Andrews. They really didn't have their best offensive game, but you got to give King's defense a lot of credit for that. 3 for Harmon, he made some foul shots there. 6 for Taylor. 12 for McCall, all in the second half. Bennett with 8.
That's right.
10 for Foreman, 12 for Foreman, 4 for Rogers. You see William Height, the school superintendent, is.
I thought he looked familiar.
Yeah. He's giving him the trophy right here.
His first time, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's quite a position to be in with all the problems in the
Yes, it
Philadelphia
is.
School District, the financial problems, and
Yeah.
any decision he makes, any school closing he makes, he's going to be criticized, he's going to be vilified, or he's going to be lauded. But there's going to be a reaction one way or another, anything anyone does in the higher-ups of administration. And
Heavy is the head that wears the crown, as they say, and he's wearing it right now.
The publicly the oldest trophy in the city.
And the Lloyd Sixsmith Sporting Goods Player of the Game. You're going to go with me with this, with Jameer McCall, with the 12 points.
That's exactly who I was going to recommend for that, sophomore.
I'm going to go with
Yep.
Jameer McCall. Yes, Jameer McCall, sophomore. And that's tonight's Player of the Game presented by Lloyd Sixsmith Sporting Goods, leading supplier of the Philadelphia Public League. Visit them today at 7554 Frankfurt Avenue in Mayfair for all of your sporting good needs. And congratulations again to King. I want to give myself a little plug for our play-by-play sports broadcasting camps. We told you about them during the game. If you're interested in the camps, give us a call, 215-487-1106. I want to thank everybody here, all the fine staff at Sports Fun Base Network who made today's broadcast a top-notch broadcast and an excellent championship game. And it was a pleasure working with you, Jack, and Ari Bluestein and all the crowd here and all the gang here, and a really fun season. And we still got games to go.
Yep. Still got the city championships in all 4 PIAA classification levels. And then the state playoffs.
And the state playoffs. So a lot of great basketball coming. Make sure you check out the website, SFBN.com,
right,
to find out more games that's going on, the dozens of games that Ari and everybody and Jack put together. And for Jack, I'm Jeremy Treeman saying thanks so much for watching 46-44. Congratulations to the MLK.
Thank you for watching this edition of SFBN Classics. We hope you enjoyed that game. Please like our Facebook page and also follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube page. And for more information about us, go to www.thesfbn.com. I'm Ari Bluestein. Have a good night.